Hey there folks, Rinium T here and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Last part we did Thalea, now we're just immediately after it. And yeah, it did not end well because people didn't stand to wait 5 more seconds. I was at least able to re-record, which you would have seen, the intro cutscene to the fight. So that was at least something, but it's still like, seriously, just 5 more seconds. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. Today we are calm. We are chill. We are relaxed. We are hungry. But that's neither here nor there. Stick with crowd. Words can't well express my surprise when I opened my eyes to see Deryk standing there. I'm actually curious as to what happened, but above all, I rejoiced for a dear friend return. Embraced by gods. Oh, what to say in such a moment. Just to speak from the heart, I suppose. Glad to be back. And we're glad to have you back. Glad hardly suffices to describe it. We're over the moon that you're still here, Deryk. Or should we call you Oshon? I no longer have Oshon's power. Deryk will do. I was remade from the portion of my essence that wasn't returned to the star. Will live out my days as a man. I ask what happened. No sooner had the 12 vanished than you reappeared before us. At the very last, I couldn't bear it. Couldn't bear to say farewell. Your earnest friendship had weighed down my steps. And the little fellow's fervent call halted them. I was overwhelmed by the keenest longing to remain among you and see more of the world I love. Upon seeing me torn, my brethren bade me follow my heart. I needed no further urging. We created the instrument of blessing in the faith that one day the star would no longer need our guiding hand. Thanks to you, that day has finally come. Ah, but I ramble. How uncharacteristic. Let's head back to the Ultros, shall we? Well, we must return to Charlian. The forum will be expecting a report. Yeah, if the entire truth were to be revealed to the public, it would shake the very foundation of the worship of the 12. And pending a report, we would do well to consult in the forum on what details are safe to disclose. Much pertaining to the field of mythology will need to be obfuscated, I fear. Were it not on my account, inspired by our findings, I have a mind to examine the 12 in the context of reception theory. People's perception of deities are wont to be informed by their culture. By comparing the differences across eras and regions, I believe we may uncover heretofore unseen aspects of the 12. Reception theory, you say? Most intriguing. I should like to see the fruits of your research when I visit Charlian. When you do, have care not to reveal who you used to be. Our scholars would be all over you like starved beasts. I see. Perhaps I shall wait a while before I come calling. Before I came to you, I simply roamed the world. I had no objective, nothing I wished to find. With the second chance I have, I mean to undertake my travels with a renewed perspective. The ere I set out, I would move my brethren's hopes elsewhere, to a place in men's midst. Oh, what a wonderful idea! If you don't mind, we should like to accompany you. By all means, we make for the Sanctum of the 12 in the East Shroud. What? I completely overshot it. Whoops. Right here. Like, just do off in my own little world, just going along, and whoops, it's behind me. No matter how many times I visit the Sanctum, Majesty never fails to move me. And the rich history, originally built during the dawn of the 5th astral era, is reclaimed by the wood before being restored in the wake of the calamity. Truly, it stands as a testament to the influence that magical civilizations and city-states have had upon the Eorzean culture. The Sanctum harbors the hopes of men, and now those of my brethren shall join them. Here in other verse, I would speak a little, my brethren, that is, those individuals whose essence lent them form. As it pertains to another age, some concepts may be foreign to you, but would you be interested nonetheless? Excellent. Byrago was a man with a gift for creating inanimate objects such as buildings and furnishings. His abilities, he served as a supervisory role at the Bureau of the Architect, where he was nothing short of a pillar. His chief was carefree to a fault, you see, and he took it upon himself to ensure the work was done. Ralger... I'm gonna actually pull off the thingy. There we go. Ralger was a brawny man whom Venat encountered on her travels. They quickly struck up a friendship, and he joined her on a quest to destroy an enormous meteor that was hurtling towards the star. It's fair to say this event gave rise to the legends surrounding the destroyer. Azema was a woman who served as a judicial officer in the Bureau of the Administrator, an experience which served her well as the warden. He was an ardent proponent of the seat of Azem, and dreamed of training under Venat and her successor. Nalthal was a close personal friend of mine. A merchant by trade, he was outwardly gregarious, but also possessed a reserved side, and knew quiet joy in his passion for war. When man began treating him as a dual aspect of God, it reminded me of the person he used to be, and I couldn't help but be struck with a pang of nostalgia. Naufika was a landscape architect of great repute who grew plants gathered from the star over. Despite being skilled in magic, she preferred to nurture plants as nature intended, and her garden ever bloomed with beautiful flowers. All who visited were said to leave with their souls salved. Althik was a researcher who observed newly made creations in Elpis. Although it was at his sister's urging that he first joined our faction, he soon became a stalwart believer in the cause, always took the initiative in discussion. Halone was a formidable warrior tasked with hunting creations that were deemed detrimental to the star. For her prowess, she had been regarded as a leading candidate for the seat of Hashturo, preserver of discipline and order. Menfina was the youngest among us, a student affiliated with the Words of La Habrea at the Academia Aniter. Even within that prestigious institution, she was considered a prodigy, and hers were the hands that created the magic to isolate and seal Zodiark. Valiak was the headmaster of the Academia Aniter. A man of learning and leadership oath, he presided over the institution's myriad faculties. No known phenomenon existed in which he wasn't versed. Words do not do justice to express the remarkable scholar that he was. Nemea was an observer in Alpis, like her older brother Althik. She was a caring and inquisitive nature, and was liked and trusted by her peers. Limlane was a researcher at Metabasios Thalassae, a facility for the observation and evaluation of sea life. So passionate was she about her work, she once threw a knife at someone who inadvertently came too close to her observation subject. Oshon was a traveler whom Vana encountered in the wilderness. They shared a campfire and discussed at length what it meant to be free. Leaving my hopes as a wanderer in this place, I shall set forth anew, as simply a man named Deryk. Last but not least, the Watcher. He was the chief archivist at Ananessus and Nidar, and respected Vana deeply as an individual, even as he cared for her as a deep friend. Indeed, among our number, none was more devoted to Vana, and that devotion made him best suited to his duty in the solitude that accompanies it. That is all. Still a lot to remember, but I shall be glad if they remain with you in some way. We're grateful that you should share with us these new aspects of Heidelin and the 12. Thank you. Well, it is past time. We headed back to Charlian. I went to keep the Ojiko waiting. I assume you'll be traveling via Limsalo Minta, in which case allow us to see you off from there. Till now I've wandered alone, but as I recently learned, a journey is better shared. Our friends are presently booking their passage. That's where you were. There's room aboard the next ship, so we'll be setting sail shortly. Oh, Deryk, no sooner do we arrive in a crowded place than you up and disappear. Ah, this is a force of habit in order to avoid people. I need to do so anymore, do I? On the contrary, I should embrace the chance to connect with other souls. As your comrades, we completely agree. And remember, you're always welcome at the Bethesdian Annex, so be sure to pay us a visit. You may depend on it. Thank you, Deryk, for giving us your trust. And thank you as well, Arya. Had you not been with us, we would have struggled to grant the 12 their wish. Well, we had best find our vessel. While the report remains to be compiled, I believe we can officially declare our investigation complete. Till next we meet, my friends. You still have time, Arya. Ere I embark on my journey, there is a place nearby I would like to visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Thank you. Come, we shall head out this side of the city via the Tempest Gate. Okay. I'm going back this way though, because it's a heck of a lot closer than walking out. Tempest. It literally says Tempest Gate, Rennie. And go the right way. Okay. Here, the wind whips in from the sea like a storm, but I always found the sensation quite invigorating. Lest you wonder, I intend to strike west, and thence make my way through upper and outer Lodosia. In order to mark my new beginning as a man, en route, I wish to see Oshon's embrace with you. You need only accompany me across the bridge. From there, I shall continue on my own. Such a great wave that ripped the god's grip from the mainland. Wake at the calamity, and my brother and I were all occupied with our respective duties. This is my very first time seeing the bridge. That way then? Follow Deryk's lead and try not to fall behind. And you can't do /follow. Because I won't like it. Or mean like that. Walk. Is this low enough? So it's temporarily constructed with wood. Ah, such an invigorating breeze. Ook, ook! Oh, Atheris. Your beauty truly knows no bounds. Forgive me, I was lost in thought. Actually is called Oshon's Embrace, this bridge. Look forward to the bridge's completion. Well, it'll probably be a while. But my walk is faster, apparently. 'Tis a fine bridge, boasting splendid views and brimming with life, the very image of man's determination to overcome adversity. I am honored that it should be named Oshon. Oh. Numlock was turned off. Well, this is as far as I asked you to come. If you're willing, might we converse a little more? It occurs to me I hadn't asked you on your opinions of the 12. How you personally perceive us, for instance, or what you felt when you faced us. Your words from the heart, I would take with me as a memento. Is that so? The others will be glad to hear that. Thank you for humoring me, Arya, and apologies for keeping you so long. I am ready to set forth now, to witness a world filled with our blessing. To begin with, I shall tour La Dacia and visit those locales which are named after the 12, after which I shall go whichever way, wherever the wind blows. Together with this fellow, of course, until such time as he tires of my company. This time I shall embrace the joy of meeting and accept the sorrow of parting. And when the time comes for me to return to the star, I shall share my experiences with my brethren. Needless to say, your words will feature prominently in my recounting. You will continue your own journeys, will you not? And I shall look for you out there. Fare you well, my friend, and may the 12 bless you and keep you. Any of certain deities among the 12 are now available for purchase from Dura Mart in the Pillars. Those of the remaining deities are works in progress. So if you hadn't actually unlocked that, they'd be like, hey, once you progress far enough to unlock this, it's available. So over in the foundation is gonna be that I'm like trying to see if anyone's figured out if like Deryk actually wanders around or if that's just like a red herring that they throw at us. Oh yeah, I'll see you around. But so far... Oh, maybe... We'll have information? No. Just to add fill the wiki. Cool. Well, I'm not finding any information about that. I haven't seen him around, but I haven't exactly looked. I think the thought originally was that maybe he'd be seeing like different marks of the 12 sometimes. But yeah, so Keeper, Matron, Traders, Warden, Destroyer, Builder are all available here now to purchase, to put in housing, and yada yada yada. I should actually, like, use some of these items. My Eunology card. Oh my god, I have so many cards to use. Oh, I didn't have many cards out of... God, did I? Anyway... I never really showed this. Oh god, I haven't cleared out new notifications down here. Help! Never really showed this, but this is the poo-poo minion. It's actually really big. Next to a Wallafell, it's massive. Yeah, so this is the wind-up poo-poo minion. We're going back to... on favorites? I do have on favorites. My piglin. Closest I'm gonna get to the penguin on here. I have the penguin on my main. I'm like, oh god, I don't want to go through that again. The pain to get. So anyway, we are actually running low on very optional side quest content to do. I mean, it's still side quest content at this point, but there's like one major big piece left to do before 6.55 happens. At which point there'll be a tiny bit more, like Hildebrand and all that. On the finale of the story. Endwalker, and we'll lead into Dawn Trail. But next time, we will be setting forth to be a stranger from a paradise. So, it's the next Therian dungeon. Yes, this was a little shorter, and not that much shorter. I've been kind of rambling now, but I was so annoyed after Nymphalea, oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Oh my gosh, we're like getting close to this. As I said before, like all the other side quests, actually, hold up. Let me speak with the Wandering Minstrel while I'm here. All these other side quests and stuff, I'll deal with those after 6.55. Kind of gonna be like my in-between until Dawn Trail to do all that stuff. So, I actually haven't spoken to him in 2 trials, so let's do this real quick. I'm like, wait, I did to the Mitchell. Oh! Ah, the knight clad in armor black. Pray tell me of your encounter with him beyond the veil and spare no detail. So the true motive for his crusade was the salvation of his brethren. Thus did he pervert Ashdai's yearning to return home into a force capable of breaking down the barrier between worlds. For one that speaks of deliverance, concocting a plan that would condemn the souls of another world to death rings decidedly unheroic. Nevertheless, I feel inspired with a new verse. Pray lend me your ears. From home the shackled worm did yearn, or for home the shackled worm did yearn. Stained by shadow her nature turned. In darkness their captors swear to claim his kind their stolen share. Only salvation would suffice, another world to pay the price. Hailed hero or branded villain, deeds never to be forgiven. What could have driven him to such ends? To sacrifice the very souls he hoped to save, to give rise to an entity of such sorrow as Aromas. He is worthy of contempt for his deeds, of that there is no doubt. Yet all was done for the salvation of his people. One cannot help but be drawn to such a tale. Like Ashdai Extreme is now accessible. Oh boy. I still haven't touched any of the Endwalker extremes on my main character. So we still need to finish Stormblood. I have most of the footage for Stormblood. I'm actually only missing 1 trial and just getting all the mounts for Stormblood. So I say I need to finish Stormblood, but wait, I almost have Stormblood finished. I almost have all the footage for Stormblood. But yeah, it's a matter of doing it. Anyways, let's talk about Zeromus. But I still need to do Shadowbringers too. The dread beast Aromas, 'twas a battle that shook the very heavens, I'm sure. Not less would befit an adversary, name for a fallen champion of the 13th. If you are willing to share, a captive audience stands before you. Oh, so you countered baleful dark with resplendent light, and what a fascinating twist to the tale for Zero. And so the boy to wield it. To be possessed of the strength of spirit to forge her own future is so brazen a fashion. Though in truth, knowing she is part void sent, I would have expected the light to refuse her outright. Try to think what might have happened if it had, to her, to Ajdaya, to this very star. Her musings of darkest despair springs forth a song of hope, if I may. From dregs of dark did Zeromus... Let's try it again. From dregs of dark did Zeromus rise, to claim the flesh of worm as its guise. Bereft of death, its kin left to weep, as fiend unleashed sought home and release. From self-same shade did rise a dark night, a void-kissed child now graced by the light. 'Twas she who dared to defy her fate, and by her hands damnation will break. For mercy, it seems Zero has found a way to save not only her void-sent kin, but her home as well, and while Golbez may have committed terrible deeds, that he yet lives means that he may yet do good. The nigh fathomless darkness of Zeromus contained within the Memoria Crystal shall pave a path of newfound hope. An arduous journey, to be sure, but one they shall walk together, and at journey's end I pray the 13th will flourish with life once more. The Abyssal Fracture Extreme is now accessible. Yeah, in terms of the Stormblood Extremes, I am only missing Suzaku, actually, in terms of, like, footage. And, like, if I go into my mount guide here... so I have 4 of them. I'm missing 3. Seiryu... Shinryu, Lakshmi, and Seiryu, or not Seiryu, Susanoo. Wow. So yeah, like in terms of getting the mountain, you get Hyako, Suzaku, and Tsukuyomi, of course. Hold up. Have I done Tsukuyomi? You're getting a little insight into what I've actually done here. Yeah, so I have cleared Tsukuyomi. I have not cleared Suzaku. So that's what I'm missing. So I need to get the mounts out of Suzaku. I need to clear Suzaku, Byako, and Tsukuyomi. And also still need to get the mount out of Rathalos. That is done, as you can see. But yeah, in terms of like recording, I need to record Suzaku and then get the mounts so we can do the final cutscene of getting the mounts. I gotta start on Shadowbringer's mounts. Ah! Oh, okay, it's a train. I'm like, what's up? No. Anyways. That will do it for now. That was the wrap-up of Thalea. Next time we will be heading to Paradise! Not Sanctuary. That's not Paradise. I really need to finish up again, I mean. Thank you for watching. If I ever get bored enough, maybe I'll give it videos. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna do more videos. Thank you for watching! If you enjoyed this video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you enjoyed the little musings to how the backbones of trying to get things to work. In terms of those Stormblood Extremes, almost got them all. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. I'm rambling. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support really helps to keep doing content like this and more. Excuse me. Final links for that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. You can also become a channel member. I'm trying to set it up so that channel members can get early access to most videos, except guides and anything that's like embargoed or anything like those. because embargo, I'm not gonna break embargo or stuff. And also, guides are just getting a lot. But yeah, I'm trying to get it set up so that members can get early access to videos. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Rinium T signing out.